In for Baccarat, and that goes in! Hugo Baccarat gives...
Granite City Food and Brewery has 2 Michigan locations in Troy and Northville. Serves made-from-scratch food, brews in-house beer, and even has brunch every Sunday from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. To learn more about their daily specials or to book a private party, visit gcfb.com. Make sure you head over to Granite City in Northville at the corner of 7 Mile and Haggerty, or the Troy location at 16 Mile and I-75.
Are you looking to play at the next level? MSN is now offering player recruitment videos. We are excited to partner with you and your family in getting you to the next level. To learn more about our packages and what we offer, head over to the MichiganSoccerNetwork.com. Remember, your journey starts with a click.
Now Worrell has a good cutback from him. He'll fire one, and that's going to go in!
voice of Michigan student athletes, the Student Advisory Council's role
is to convey the message of how high school sports are supposed to be played.
We are responsible for helping the MHSAA maintain a positive and healthy atmosphere
in which interscholastic students can thrive.
We believe athletes should be competitive,
sportsmanlike, and excel academically.
We believe students in the stands should have fun,
but not take the focus away from the game. We believe coaches should act as teachers,
helping student athletes develop while still keeping high school sports in perspective.
We believe that parents should always be positive role models
and be supportive of their child's decisions.
We believe officials commit their own time to high school sports.
And respect should always be shown and given to them.
The most important goal for student athletes is to enjoy high school sports
while maintaining a high level of respect for all those involved in the games.
Enjoy the game.
Are you looking to take your game to the next level? Did you know that MSN is now offering player recruitment videos? Our packages include a player profile where you show your preferred positions, the club, the league, or school that you play in, your current coach contact information, and more. The highlight videos could be self-submitted, 15 to 30 clips that will be put into a 3 to 7 minute long video. Video review of your Huddle, VO, or other platforms that you might have video on, as well as for an additional charge, MSN can come out and film games for you to create those clips. Our coach evaluation process, which is also an additional charge, where we have college coaches from various levels across the United States that will review your game film and provide feedback on how to improve that film, as well as also evaluating your play and what you can improve on. To learn more about our packages and what we offer, head over to the MichiganSoccerNetwork.com. Remember, your journey starts with a click.
Our mission is to help players take their game to the next level and reach their potential. Not only do we help develop fundamental technical skills such as ball control in tight spaces with different surfaces, dribbling at speed and changing direction, using a variety of 1v1 skills to create space, receiving on a half turn, hook turn, and out of the air, finishing off the dribbling, one-touch, volleys, and headers. We help players get comfortable performing these skills at game speed, with pressure, and with both their dominant and non-dominant foot. In addition, we help players with their speed of play, awareness of space, defenders, and teammates, and also dominate with their off-the-ball movement. We offer a variety of services such as one-on-ones, small groups, large groups, as well as team sessions. We have an experienced coaching staff that is professional, friendly, patient, while still holding players to high standards and holding them accountable. No matter what level you're at as a player, I'm confident we can help you get better. Over the past 3 years, we've built one of the best soccer-specific training facilities in the country and developed one of the most detail-oriented programs to help out players. Visit our website.
I'm a husband. I'm a father.
I'm a sister.
I'm a son. I'm a brother.
I'm a daughter. I'm a sister. I'm a referee.
I'm a referee.
I am a referee.
I'm a referee.
waiting for Baccarat, and that goes in! Hugo Baccarat gives Flint City a 3-2. Buckley, the ball falls to Buckley. 1-on-1 with Etheridge. What a save!
Welcome into the first ever MSN All-State Media Day for girls soccer. Jonathan Turner alongside Dan Stickrat.
Ball comes in, a good head! 1-0. Shot, another save from Etheridge. Rebound, and it goes in the back of the net. The Bulldogs up 1-0. Burzma, but then for Vlasma! 3-0. Stewart Heights with a shot! Upper 90 and in!
Effectively today here on the Michigan Soccer Network, we are launching our new division of player recruitment videos.
Mario Canoe now finds Stock. Stock's got a left-footed banger. He shoots it! It's in! The Red Hawks equalize!
Welcome in, everybody, to the Michigan Soccer Network for part 2 of today's doubleheader. Giovanni Mosheri, Dan Stickrat on the call for Inter Detroit and Futsal Factory. Another matchup in the Midwest Premier League, and it's going to be an exciting one here at Waterford Mott High School. Dan, how we doing?
We actually had a chance to see Inter Detroit last Saturday here at Waterford Mott. They played in the Amateur Cup. We came on the losing side of a match with the Michigan Stars, the same team we saw open up their Midwest Premier League schedule earlier this afternoon out in Washington Township at the Michigan Stars Sports Center. The Stars in complete and total control in that match, defeating Livonia City FC 4-0. And this is a season opener in this game for the Futsal Factory based out of Dexter, Michigan, just west of Ann Arbor. We will see two teams that faced off against each other last year in Midwest Premier League play as the conference kicks off across the state, across the Midwest here this weekend.
And it's going to be a fun game here today. A lot of the players here are from some local universities here. We have those from Oakland University, Detroit Mercy, and otherwise Horizon League or WAC Conference. We've seen a lot of local talent here on the field today, and it's going to be exciting for all of you on the Michigan Soccer Network to join us. And we will pause for a moment here for a playing of the national anthem. And with that, we are one step closer to rocking and rolling here at Waterford Mott High School. Fun note about the Inter Detroit squad today. 2 of their starting lineup are currently on the Oakland Golden Grizzlies team nearby here in Rochester Hills. Teammates Zach Townsend and Gabe Balin find themselves teammates once again here on Inter Detroit.
And they face each other back in high school. Zach Townsend went to Oxford. Gabe Balin went to Rochester High, and Balin spent his senior season also competing with the Michigan Wolves, MLS Next Academy.
And that's one thing that always like warms my heart and I love about the sport of soccer is that there's so much overlap in the, connection in the community. All the players that you see here maybe at one point or another played each other like you just mentioned, or were teammates at one point. All that kind of connection builds this great community that we have here in the sport of soccer, especially here in the state of Michigan.
Yeah, so many of these names you recognize, whether it be from a university, Division I, Division II, Division III, NAIA, or MLS Next, ECNL or MRL, or, on the club circuit, high school teams. So many of these players played against each other many times over the years, or in some circumstances, played with each other on various club teams or high schools. So as we're getting set to go, a lot of familiar faces on our end, a lot of familiar faces facing off against each other, as these two teams are set to kick off their 2024 Midwest Premier League season here at Waterford Mott.
I'd like to remind everybody, for here on the Michigan Soccer Network, we got plenty of more soccer coming up this summer and throughout the year. So be sure to subscribe, like, and share this here. Let everybody know that we got soccer here at the state of Michigan on MSN. It'll be Inter Detroit in the gray today, Futsal Factory in the navy blue, as teams get ready for action here. We are underway here at Waterford Mott High School, and a quick attack over the far touchline for Futsal Factory will get us rolling. Inter Detroit with the throw-in. On the initial touch for Futsal was Kai Jurgel, number 8.
We talked about in the pregame, Inter Detroit did have a chance to open up their season a week early. They played in an amateur cup. They were tied 0-0 at the half with the Michigan Star semi-pro, but ended up losing that contest 3-0. I'm sure they are eager to get back on the winning track here tonight.
And the Factory trying to dribble through the defense early, looking for an opportunity in the box, going across the face of the net, and right away the Factory is rolling. Back of the net is where the ball is found. That did not take very long here today. One of the first attacks the Futsal Factory had on the attacking third, crossing over the front of the face of the net.
Just in the second minute of play, number 20, Lucas Yusian, left alone in a goal-mouth scramble in front of the goal, about 6 yards out, able to knock home his first opportunity. First shot of the game for either side. Just like that, 1-0 lead. Nick Ross with the assist for Futsal Factory. Ross got free on the right side, beat a defender, got down to the touchline and slammed across into the goal-mouth area.
And right away, Inter Detroit is on their back foot here. Got to play catch-up now for the rest of the game, at least.
Not the way you want to start a game of any level, to fall behind 1-0 in the first 2 minutes of play.
Zach Townsend trying to feed a breakaway before the Factory keeper sends it back. Kerry Wixom, the keeper for the Factory. Detroit looking for an attack themselves. Some smooth moves over, try to get to the close wing. The touchline goes out to the dark blue turf here for those watching on MSN on YouTube, as well as on Caffeine TV, simulcasting here for today. Into Detroit in close quarters here. Defense able to boot that one out quickly.
Down there in the southwest or southeast part of the track, legendary photographer Skip Townsend, proud papa of Zach Townsend, Inter Detroit, and his elder son Trey.
Trey Townsend's son call him Mr. Oakland.
Horizon League Player of the Year this past winter in men's basketball. Recently signed through the transfer portal with Arizona. You can't say Arizona of the Pac-12 anymore. Arizona is making a move to the Big 12. As the Pac-12 pretty much is dissolving at the end of the school year.
But yeah, photographer Skip Townsend never misses a shot of any of his star athletes. The ball finds its way to the turf.
And it comes the college and high school club, semi-pro. Mr. Townsend seems like he is all over Oakland County when it comes to sports photography. Great guy. Very well respected, well liked in the sports community here.
In the factory.
In the mighty Oakland County.
Factory looking for another opportunity there. Chasing down the keeper. Still able to get it away in time. Robert Wright, the keeper for Inter Detroit.
Robert Wright prepped at nearby Clarkston High School.
And it looks like another potential breakaway here. Shot, and that one will find its way. Bouncing off the left goalpost and finding the back corner. Another goal for Futsal Factory. Yathian Puniyamorthy. I got that name right, correct? Puniyamorthy making it now 2-0. Just over 5 minutes of play here.
It looked like Lucas Yathian, who had the first goal, set up that shot. Just came in the 5th minute of action. Just like that. 2 shots on frame, 2 goals, and talk about opening the game and being shell-shocked. Inter Detroit has now given up 5 goals on the season, and we've only played 1 game and 5.5 minutes of action. And this is from one of the most dominating teams in the Midwest Premier League the last couple of years.
A stunner so far to start it out. Detroit needing to put in the work to give themselves a fighting chance for the next 85 minutes of play. Keeper comes out for the free kick for the Factory. Sends that one the distance, but Detroit able to get their possession on the back line. Looking for open space here. Trying to get it past the defending third. As the sun starts to peek out here in Waterford.
We've had overcast skies most of the day. When we were out in Washington Township early this afternoon for another Midwest Premier League game, we had some rain showers that came through at halftime. Fortunately that we were inside the Michigan Star Sports Center, out of harm's way.
But with that dome, you heard every drop of it.
Yeah, it's not a lot worse than it really was outside. By the time we left, the concrete was already dry outside, and we're fortunate when you haven't had the weather a lot of other states have had here in the last 3 weeks with a lot of huge tornadoes.
And here's Detroit with a shot. That one just outside the posts. Detroit making their necessary aggressive moves to try and get back in this game with a shot early.
That ball was actually deflected out of bounds, so it should be a corner kick for the home side, Inter Detroit. Inter Detroit spent his last couple years playing their home games downriver at Riverview Gabriel Richard High School. Made the trek up here, switched to Waterford Mott, close to a lot of its fan base.
Inter Detroit number 8, Gabe Balin, will be taking the corner kick for Detroit. An early opportunity to cut into the deficit. Balin lays it in front of the net. Townsend looking for it, couldn't get control of it. Is kicked into his chest before coming out to the back line. A great opportunity there. Well-placed kick by Balin. Couldn't get the shot off.
Zach Townsend, Inter Detroit center back tonight, was actually an all-state forward when he played at Oxford High School. First team all-state back in the fall of 2020. As a junior in the winter of 2019-2020, he helped Oxford reach the Class A regional finals in boys basketball, along with his aforementioned older brother, Trey Townsend, who is now transferring to Arizona for basketball.
And Detroit with an opportunity here. A backwards pass off the heel. Could not find the target there. Factory back with at least temporary control. Bringing it across the center line. In the next 5 minutes of this broadcast are brought to you by Granite City Food and Brewery. Eat good eats, drink good drinks, and have great times. Visit their Troy location on the corner of I-75 and 16 Mile in Troy, or at the corner of 7 Mile and Haggerty in Northville. Check out their daily specials today for Granite City Food and Brewery. Right in front of the net there, number 3 finds the back of the net for the Factory.
FUTSAL Factory goal scored by number 9, JP.
10th minute, 3 shots on frame, 3 goals by the visiting Dexter-based Foosball Academy. They have actually shell-shocked homestanding Inter Detroit.
Factory running all 3 shifts.
And then some. I mean, 3 counterattack goals, 3 shots. Their offense is clicking in all cylinders here to start this match.
You gotta imagine it's a tough pill to swallow when you just start your season. There's another aggressive attempt there. That one being just a little too aggressive, being called offsides. But it's a tough mental battle at this point, being down 3-0 so soon. Just over 10 minutes of play. And at the center line of battle here, Zach Townsend looking to take it across before tripping through traffic. That'll be awarded a free kick now for Inter Detroit.
That last goal was scored by number 9, JP Asemacher. Hometown fan fave in Dexter, Michigan. Senior at Dexter High School. All-State second team this past fall with the Dreadnoughts. And 3-time All-Stater.
Balin with the free kick, sending it to the far wing. Detroit looking to get a shot on goal. They do. Forcing the keeper to get up and at him. Kerry Wixom scooping it up. Safe and sound.
Wixom, another Ann Arbor area standout on the high school circuit a few years ago. It's 2019 Ann Arbor Skyline side. Emerged as the Division I state champs. He was the starting goalkeeper that season, helping the Eagles win their second state crown.
At the center line, Factory putting the moves on to find open space. They'll now slow it down on our near touch line. Detroit trying to turn it around as their contact will bring it out of bounds. It'll be a Factory throw-in. And let me tell you about Trivolani Asset Management. Your success is our success. Your financial goals are the sole focus of what we do, and we are excited to partner with you. Visit triumph.com or call 586-665-8805. Entering the box there. A crossing pass will be scooped up by Wright. Goalkeeper for Detroit not letting another one through.
2 of 3 Foosball Factory's goals came off crosses where Wright wasn't able to get a hand on the ball. You know, part of that is simply Inter Detroit's marking backs not marking up when the opposition is on the attack. Those of you who just joined us, 3-0 advantage for Foosball Factory. All goals coming in the first 10 minutes of action. In fact, the first one, Giovanni, minute and a half into the contest and the first shot of the game.
We barely got through our intro.
Inter Detroit trying to find answers. They lost 3-0 last week in a amateur cup game that does not count towards the Midwest Premier standings. As the MPL actually starts its season around the country today.
Muhammad getting into the passing lane of the Factory, causing them to boot it out from the keeper's foot.
Detroit gave up 3 goals last week against the Michigan Stars, who they will see in conference play later this summer. And now they find themselves in a huge 3-0 hole here to start this game. So we entered the just about the 14th minute of action. FUTSAL Factory has a 3-2 shots advantage, 3-1 on frame, and they are up 3-0 early in this contest.
Zach Townsend. And a trick pass here, beating the keeper to get the first one on the board for Inter Detroit. That was, I do not see that kind of goal that often.
Inter Detroit goal scored by number 77, his first of the night, Gavin Bro.
So Zach Townsend with the long service from the back 4 over 50 yards. Gavin Brose is able to stay on side just by inches, beat his mark, was able to slip a shot past an onrushing Kiri Wixom, FUTSAL Factory. So Inter Detroit finally netting their first goal of the season. They are still down 3-1.
But a goal like that, it was just almost into the hands of the keeper, and a swift, soft touch got it, basically disappeared out of the keeper's hands, leaving an open net opportunity. Just basically stole it right out of the keeper's hands. Fantastic goal by Gavin Brose. Another service there, making sure not to use the hands outside the box. A header to keep it outside of the box. Detroit on offense again, looking for a cross. Couldn't find it, just off a small tap from the Factory defense, interrupting the soft crossing pass.
So Gavin Brose able to finally put his team onto the scoreboard for the first time this season. Brose graduated from Livonia Stevenson a couple years ago. Now on the roster at Schoolcraft Community College down in Livonia.
They'll send it back to the keeper, reset all the positioning there. Balin with it now for Detroit.
For those of you just joining us on our YouTube channel, we are about the 16.5-minute mark. 3-1 advantage for the visiting Dexter, Michigan-based FUTSAL Factory.
And into Detroit with a potential breakaway. But they keep their possession alive. You can definitely tell the aggression they're playing with. Feeding that one to the close wing. Putting on an individual moves there, finds some open space, gets the shot off low and into the chest of the keeper.
Kiri Wixom there to make the stop for FUTSAL Factory.
Murad Muhammad on the shot there. Great moves to shake 2 defenders, go to his right side, placing good distance of the ball for that shot. And at this point in the game, like you got to just, you almost have to, at least try.
Yeah, you have to
get the shots up.
You have to force the goalkeeper to make decisions, make saves, come off his line. And it was beneficial because of that first goal by Inter Detroit. Kiri Wixom was forced off his line. Gavin Brose made a great play to beat him, and he tucked it into the open net. But they have a lot of damage control to clean up, as they gave up 3 goals inside the first 10 minutes of this game. FUTSAL Factory scoring on their first 3 shots of the match.
And trying to get into that attacking third. The Factory takes it themselves. Slowing down, getting the crossover. A hard touch there, lands it still in the middle of that attacking third. Another shot off the hands, and it's a potential disaster. Communication between the defender and the keeper. Almost had the ball come off the keeper's shin into the net. And now some conversation between the official and Inter Detroit, and it looks like a penalty kick coming through.
Looks like they called an indirect free kick inside the middle of the box. The whistle came up, you know, a little bit late after that play. The referee went over and talked to a couple of Detroit players, and he has given an indirect free kick in the box. So there has to be a touch before a shot, but
still
this is dangerous real estate, dangerous situation for Inter Detroit. They don't want to fall behind 3 goals again. So,
and it's Lucas Miller on the initial touch for the Factory. They're looking to go up 4-1. There's the touch. There's the shot. That one finds the back of the net for number 4.
FUTSAL Factory goal scored by number 4, Jaden Pickett.
Jaden Pickett lands that one in the back of the nylon. And a 4-1 game is what we have in front of us at Waterford Mott. Not even 20 minutes in.
Lucas Miller on the assist, the free kick. He just barely touched it.
And for offense like FUTSAL Factory is playing, you'd imagine they would want some player recruitment videos in that case. And the Michigan Soccer Network recently launching their player recruitment and highlight video program. Our program is designed for every player's needs and budget, whether you already have a video and want more exposure or need to start from scratch. The Michigan Soccer Network is ready to help you to get you to where you want to be. To learn more, visit MichiganSoccerNetwork.com. Click highlights. Detroit on a counterattack here. Crossing a goal at the top of the arc here. It's getting more congested, and the more they wait, they spread it out.
They had numbers, unable to get a shot off. Is FUTSAL Factory going to get his defenders and midfielders back?
And there's a feed to draw and off sides. It's been a crazy game so far. Giovanni Mosheri, Dan Stickrat on the call. Ryan Gagnon, our cameraman and producer. It's been wild at Mott.
22nd minute, we're already at a 4-1 game in favor of visiting FUTSAL Factory. The Factory, as you said, we're working all 3 shifts. They took a 3-0 advantage in the first 9+ minutes of the contest. Inter Detroit was able to cut into that lead with a goal in the 15th minute. Only to watch FUTSAL Factory come back with yet another goal off indirect free kick.
And getting them back down to a 3-point deficit, 3-goal deficit.
So FUTSAL Factory, 5 shots, 5 on frame, 4 goals. You talk about a team having the absolute Midas touch to open up the game. Everything they touch, it apparently does turn to gold.
Is Inter Detroit looking to spread it out here. It's crowded on the far touchline. There's the feed, stays on side. Got to beat his man. Stops it. Crosses it over, shot attempt. Just rolling through, and the Inter Detroit gets their second in what is a high-scoring event here today at Waterford Mott High School.
Andre Bellos
Inter Detroit goal, his first of the night, scored by number 9, Andre Bellos.
Andre Bellos with the goal, Berkeley High School graduate, first team All-State back in the fall of 2022. Able to capitalize on that breakaway feed. Murad Mohammed with the helper in the 23rd minute. So we've played just under 23 minutes of action. We've just already seen 6 goals, Giovanni. This is what you talk about, a wild affair.
No doubt.
And I don't think we've seen all the scoring. The way both teams are breaking down the opposing team's defense. I don't know if we're done yet.
We could be just getting started.
Could it be the first team to 8, 10? We'll see.
In the close wing there, a race between opposing teammates. That one will result in an Inter Detroit corner kick. This one will be taken by number 8, Gabe Balin. Opportunities like this, with how apparently easy the scoring has come before, This could be another opportunity. Into Detroit could cut into this. There's the kick. Winds up. Goes across off the header. Spreading out towards midfield. Into Detroit's there to feed it back in.
Second corner kick of the match, but Inter Detroit unable to capitalize on those opportunities.
FUTSAL very aware of where the open space is. You can tell by the way they're stopping on the dot, letting defenders go past them, finding the open space. They're having great ball control in that sense. Yep, the referee trying to evade the passing lane. It gets crowded at certain points, referee. You got to be careful.
Inter Detroit's actually had more of the possession in the first 25 minutes of this game, but find themselves in that 4-2 hole. But they are not out of the game. They just cut it down to 4-2. They were down 3-0 at one point, 4-1 here a few minutes ago.
Yeah, don't think by the score that this game is over. By no means, by the way the scoring's been going, is this game over any sooner.
FUTSAL Factory's attempted 5 shots, all on frame, and 4 have found the back webbing of the net.
Balin feeding the close swing. Detroit's trying to find some space there. Factory looking to take it away. Townsend there to bring it back to the silver. There's the feed, staying on sides, forcing the keeper out. Not quite, still called offside.
So second time that Inter Detroit's been whistled for offsides.
And you got to imagine, it's a reflection of how aggressive they have to be, you know, when they were down so much, so early. Some of those offsides are going to come with that aggression. But the way the game's been going, you got to go for it.
If this is your first time this year stopping by the Michigan Soccer Network, please feel free to like and share us on our YouTube channel as well as all over social media platforms. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, and so much more. You can check out some of our in-studio, on-location shows, hundreds of games broadcasted live, as well as thousands of stories up on the website from the last 3 years.
Feeding it back to the keeper for the Factory. Still looking to spread it out in that defending third. Find an open man on the opposite touchline before bringing it back. The next few minutes of this broadcast brought to you by Nationals Soccer Club. Achieving more together. Learn more about joining the Nationals family. Visit nationalsoccer.com and learn more about tryouts and all the Nationals have to offer. Robert Wright, keeper for Inter Detroit, feeding it softly to his defense.
Just got notification that a horse, Mystic Dan, won the Kentucky Derby today. It's all in the name, Dan. We'll leave it at that.
Shout out to Dans everywhere. Into Detroit. Looking to make another offensive pursuit there. Factory able to feed that one back to the keeper. If you remember on the other side, what caused that indirect free kick in the box led to the fourth goal for the Factory was an exchange like that. But this time the Factory able to keep that exchange clean between defender and keeper.
This is a game 2 of a doubleheader today. We are out in Washington Township, Michigan, earlier this afternoon for another Midwest Premier League match. Michigan Stars prevailing over visiting Livonia City FC 4-0. And the Michigan Stars will actually play both of these teams in the upcoming weeks. Same thing as Livonia City FC.
On the far touchline, teams battling for possession in the middle third. Factory, a little contact there before Factory continues their breakaway, looking into the box, forcing the keeper out.
Great effort by J.P. Asemacher to slip it through. And number 20, Lucas Yasayan.
Fireworks are flying here today. It seems like every breakaway you almost have to clench your teeth and just, more than likely, statistically, a lot of those breakaways are leading 2 goals here. So every time you see Futsal Factory advancing on offense that quickly, it could be another one.
Unbelievable offensive production out of the visiting Futsal Factory. They've had 6 shots, all 6 on frame, and 5 have found the back of the net.
It's leaving the commentating crew here speechless.
You can't ask for a better production than that.
5-2 is now the score. Not even 30 minutes in, Dan. It's an incredible performance so far by the Factory. You got to imagine a lot of these players, although they played so much soccer in their lives, games like these are rare. Not a whole lot of players, I'm sure, have experience being, either scoring this much or being down this much so early. It's not something that you see too often.
Yeah, it's not like we're broadcasting live a U8, low-level club team. We're talking about a lot of players that play in college at different levels and players that played at good high schools, quality club and MLS Next programs, whatever pathway they chose as a youth. But the defenses have been a little less than desirable here in the first 31 minutes of action as we've combined for 7 goals off of 10 shots on frame.
Detroit now looking to put the ball in that attacking third. Give and go opportunity interrupted. Injury attorney David Feminino is the sponsor of today's game. If you or someone you know is injured in an accident, remember to tell them to get David Get Paid. You could go to their website anytime at getdavidgetpaid.com for more information. A lot of contact here in center field. Still offsides there. Number 18. Josh Copeland. He knew he was offsides as soon as the ball was kicked. Didn't move a muscle. But as it was, still offsides, giving a free kick over to the Factory. And the next 5 minutes of this broadcast brought to you by Julia Za Real Estate. And a one-on-one with the keeper. Detroit able to get it away just in time.
Had a chance to talk to Futsal Factory head coach Reese Moeller before the contest, and he talked about 2 would-be starters unable to come tonight. You wouldn't know by the fact that they have a 5-2 advantage here. We're still in the first half. 5-2 advantage over the home-standing Inter Detroit.
Floating in the middle of that attacking third of Detroit, able to push it past center field.
Counterattack opportunity here for Inter Detroit.
Muhammad with it. Great defense played. A pass over in the box, knocked away. But that last contact will lead to another Detroit corner kick. Or excuse me, it'll be a throw in near our close touch line. Into Detroit's number 22 to take it. Number 22, that's Luke Kearns. awaiting substitutions for the Factory side. Soft toss near the line. Whistle blown not too long into the action.
Looks like a free kick opportunity for Inter Detroit, just outside the box, about 5 yards down the left side. And they desperately need chances. They're down 3 goals, 5-2 here late in the first half. We're now in the 35th minute.
These set pieces are crucial, Dan.
You don't get that many opportunities in locations like this, so you have to at least get a shot off, make something happen.
Rosa with it. Low pass, knocked away by the Factory. They're looking to chase it upfield. Catching the defense behind. Zach Townsend sprinting over. Keeper will jump out of the box to take care of business. Robert Wright meeting the ball just in time. But you could tell the Factory taking advantage of how high up the backline defenders are coming up for Detroit. I mean, given that they have to play so aggressively on offense, naturally that would be the case. But they're taking advantage with some of these deep passes here. Offsides on another attempt for Detroit.
A little overzealous on the run. Third time they've been whistled for offsides in this match.
Yeah, Muhammad was looking for that one.
So Inter Detroit looking for answers on the offensive end. They're looking for answers on the defensive end. Goalkeeper Robert Wright has been almost handcuffed in a few of these opportunities. Players wide open in the box. Nothing he could really do about some of their attempts. And Futsal Factory has been brilliant on the offensive end. They have had less control of the flow of play, but they have been dangerous on the attack. 6-shot attempts, 6 on frame, 5 goals, 5-2 advantage for the visitors.
Look for open space, bit of miscommunication on the pass there as Detroit was looking to go past center field. They'll be able to reset from the back line. Another opportunity here for Detroit, not called offsides, 1-on-1, just over the crossbar.
Gavin Brose with the breakaway feed. Last time he was able to convert, not this time. The Schoolcraft College forward denied as his shot just went over the crossbar.
And Wixom will back it up for the goal kick.
Detroit desperately trying to find that third goal to get back in this contest. They do trail 5-2 for those of you who just joined us. It was 3-0, 9.5 minutes into the game in favor of Futsal Factory. Factory scoring on their first 3 shots of the game to kind of take control. And his left homestanding Inter Detroit trying to find ways back into this contest. Detroit was able to claw back to 3-1, but conceded a goal just a couple minutes later, go down 4-1. Now they're still in a 3-goal deficit as we get set to enter the 38th minute of play.
All this action just in the first half. It's still astonishing.
We've seen a lot of goals here in our doubleheader today. Again, Michigan Stars defeated Livonia City FC 4-0 in their Midwest Premier League opener earlier this afternoon out at the Michigan Stars Sports Center in Washington Township. And we are at Waterford Mott High School. Today is Midwest Premier League opener with Inter Detroit and Futsal Factory. We are the Michigan Soccer Network, your hub for all things soccer across the state of Michigan. The man on the mic, Giovanni Moscheri. I'm Dan Stickrad, Director of News at MSN. We are glad to be on the call here today. Excuse me, can't spit that one out. Midwest Premier League doubleheader.
And speaking of MSN News, the only place to get your breaking soccer news in Michigan. From youth to professional, the Michigan Soccer Network is dedicated to bringing you the best that soccer has to offer in Michigan. Visit MichiganSoccerNetwork.com for all news from your favorite soccer network. Our very own Dan Stickrat, responsible for much of the news that we have here at the network.
Been busy, you could say.
And a lot to write about today. Another attacking attempt for Futsal. Zach Townsend battling, trying to play the defense there. A great defensive play there to keep it out of the back of the net, because we've seen almost any time it goes into the navy blue end zone, it's a very deadly opportunity for the Factory to score again.
Yeah, again, 6 shots on frame, 5 and have resulted in goals for Futsal Factory. They have just been dominant on that end of the field in terms of finishing their scoring opportunities.
A pass off target will go back to the Factory.
And it's not like they've had like a huge win at their backs. They just had great opportunities inside the box and able to convert.
And at the top of the box, a pass inside, cut short. Defense able to get in the way in time.
Futsal Factory, 5 different goal scorers here in the first half.
Riding the far touchline there just to stay in bounds there. Another breakaway on the left side. Defense in the way. Detroit looking to get it back in that attacking third. They get there, crossing over the middle. 1-on-2. Defender and a keeper in the way. Couldn't get the shot off, but back it up to Detroit. They'll feed it in across the net. And a big attempt there, an aerial kick. Going way over the crossbar there. Trying to keep that one low to the ground, unable to do so.
Great individual effort to kind of caroon that ball up, waist high. Just not enough to get one on target.
Number 11, Irvin Castro on the shot attempt there. Well, I'll tell you what, it would have looked awesome. Factory continuing now with it.
Center referee letting a lot of the physical play, a lot of the tugging of the jerseys on both sides, letting it flow.
A 1-on-3 matchup here. Ball still advancing for the Factory before the numbers game ends up in Detroit's favor. Struggling to bring it past center field. They'll back it up to get more space. Into Detroit, having trouble getting it past the center line. Just trying to find that hole. The Factory seems to be everywhere at once. Pass intercepted, number 5 for the Factory. Marlon DeFreitas. Bring it over down to the close touch line at center. Looking for a breakaway feed. They'll bring it over to the close wing. Remaining on signs, it's a 1-on-1. Pass over to the teammate. Cross attempt will fly way past the back line. Leading electrical excellence, Lake Erie Electric. We give you the power to succeed on time and within budget. Since our modest beginning in 1952, Lake Erie Electric of Michigan has grown into a significant innovative provider for electrical construction service that's in the Engineering News record. Listen to the top 50 electrical contractors from initial drawings to complete installation. Our expertise, dedication, and expertise enhance any electrical project at every level. That's the power of success. Into Detroit on defense there, maintaining possession. Detroit with speed now. Balin feeding it to the left wing. That one tapped out just in time. Factory number 14. It'll be a throw-in for Detroit. They'll do so quickly. Looking for open space here. Feeding it on the inside, need a good cross. And offsides in close quarters called to stop the offensive pursuit. And he'll place. It'll be a free kick now. A keeper will take it for the Factory. Kerry Wixom. He'll boot it past center field. Team's now taking it a little bit easier now as we're approaching halftime.
45th minute of action. Futsal Factory up 5-2 over homestanding Inter Detroit. It's been a wild affair.
Troy looking to go forward, a breakaway opportunity, one-on-one, make a move. There's the shot, there's the goal for Inter Detroit.
10 from 17.
Inter Detroit goal scored by number 10, Diego Mahares. Assist by number 17, Martin Elijah.
Diego Barajas on the goal there. Great one-on-one opportunity there. Got it over to his right foot. And a goal that cuts it now. As insane as it sounds for a first half of a soccer match, 5-3. As Detroit looks to keep it within 2 before the halftime whistle blows.
We'll see what kind of adjustments both coaches make here at the half. Especially defensively, when you combine for 8 goals in the first half on 11 shots on frame, it's kind of hard to put that blame on the goalkeepers who are just absolutely handcuffed on some of these opportunities. But
and another one just almost squeaking by, looking very similar to the other ones that we've seen. This one just going to the left of the left goal post.
Looks like it was a deflection. So corner kick coming up for Futsal Factories. We're now in about a minute into stoppage time. We were not signaled how much stoppage time will actually be put onto the clock. But when you have 8 goals in one half, plus a couple injuries and a couple cards, it's going to be a few extra minutes.
For sure.
So first corner kick of the match for Futsal Factory as they hold a 5-3 advantage here in stoppage time, hoping to add another 6th goal off this opportunity.
Winding up for the kick. Here comes the Factory. Sending it over about head level. That one will be deflected away. And with that deflection comes the end of the first half here. An absolute fireworks show like it's 4th of July. As we have reached the halftime score, Inter Detroit 3 and Futsal Factory 5. Just wait a second, this graphic's almost done. There we go.
So yeah, a mind-boggling first half when you have 8 shots on frame. The 2 teams have combined for 8 goals. Futsal Factory taking a 3-0 advantage in the first 10 minutes. 3 shot attempts. They have never trailed into this contest as they go in the halftime up 5-3 over homestanding Inter Detroit. And you have to ask yourself this question as we go into the break. Have we seen all the scoring in this match?
Are we done here? Is that it? It might not, depending on the adjustments made at the half here. That'll take us in the broadcast into halftime as well. Here on the Michigan Soccer Network, Inter Detroit 3, Futsal Factory 5. We'll be right back for the final 45 of this match here today.
Granite City Food and Brewery has 2 Michigan locations in Troy and Northville. Serves made-from-scratch food, brews in-house beer, and even has brunch every Sunday from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. To learn more about their daily specials or to book a private party, visit gcfb.com. Make sure you head over to Granite City in Northville at the corner of 7 Mile and Haggerty, or the Troy location at 16 Mile and I-75.
Are you looking to play at the next level? MSN is now offering player recruitment videos. We are excited to partner with you and your family in getting you to the next level. To learn more about our packages and what we offer, head over to the MichiganSoccerNetwork.com. Remember, your journey starts with a click.
Now Worrell has a good cutback from him. He'll fire one, and that's going to go in! Northwestern is up from 12, now at 10.
As the voice of Michigan student athletes, the Student Advisory Council's role
is to convey the message of how high school sports are supposed to be played.
We were responsible for helping the MHSAA maintain a positive and healthy atmosphere
in which interscholastic students can thrive.
We believe athletes should be competitive,
sportsmanlike, and excel academically.
We believe students in the stand should have fun,
but not take the focus away from the game. We believe coaches should act as teachers,
helping student athletes develop while still keeping high school sports in perspective.
We believe that parents should always be positive role models
and be supportive of their child's decisions.
We believe officials commit their own time to high school sports.
And respect should always be shown and given to them.
The most important goal for student athletes is to enjoy high school sports
while maintaining a high level of respect for all those involved in the games.
Enjoy the game.
Are you looking to take your game to the next level? Did you know that MSN is now offering player recruitment videos? Our packages include a player profile where you show your preferred positions, the club, the league, or school that you play in, your current coach contact information, and more. The highlight videos could be self-submitted, 15 to 30 clips that will be put into a 3 to 7 minute long video. Video review of your Huddle, VO, or other platforms that you might have video on, as well as for an additional charge, MSN can come out and film games for you to create those clips. Our coach evaluation process, which is also an additional charge, where we have college coaches from various levels across the United States that will review your game film and provide feedback on how to improve that film, as well as also evaluating your play and what you can improve on. To learn more about our packages and what we offer, head over to the MichiganSoccerNetwork.com. Remember, your journey starts with a click.
Our mission is to help players take their game to the next level and reach their potential. Not only do we help develop fundamental technical skills such as ball control in tight spaces with different surfaces, dribbling at speed and changing direction, using a variety of 1v1 skills to create space, receiving on a half turn, hook turn, and out of the air, finishing off the dribbling, one-touch, volleys, and headers. We help players get comfortable performing these skills at game speed, with pressure, and with both their dominant and non-dominant foot. In addition, we help players with their speed of play, awareness of space, defenders and teammates, and also dominate with our off-the-ball movement. We offer a variety of services such as one-on-ones, small groups, large groups, as well as team sessions. We have an experienced coaching staff that is professional, friendly, patient, while still holding players to high standards and holding them accountable. No matter what level you're at as a player, I'm confident we can help you get better. Over the past 3 years, we've built one of the best soccer-specific training facilities in the country and developed one of the most detail-oriented programs to help out players. Visit our website.
I'm a husband. I'm a father.
I'm a sister.
I'm a son. I'm a brother.
I'm a daughter. I'm a sister. I'm a referee.
I'm a referee.
I am a referee.
I'm a referee.
Granite City Food and Brewery has 2 Michigan locations in Troy and Northville. Serves made-from-scratch food, brews in-house beer, and even has brunch every Sunday from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. To learn more about their daily specials or to book a private party, visit gcfb.com. Make sure you head over to Granite City in Northville at the corner of 7 Mile and Haggerty, or the Troy location at 16 Mile and I-75.
Are you looking to play at the next level? MSN is now offering player recruitment videos. We are excited to partner with you and your family in getting you to the next level. To learn more about our packages and what we offer, head over to the MichiganSoccerNetwork.com. Remember, your journey starts with a click.
Now Worrell has a good cutback from him. He'll fire one, and that's going to go in! Northwestern is up from 12, now at 10.
As the voice of Michigan student athletes, the Student Advisory Council's role
is to convey the message of how high school sports are supposed to be played.
We are responsible for helping the MHSAA maintain a positive and healthy atmosphere
in which interscholastic students can thrive.
We believe athletes should be competitive,
sportsmanlike, and excel academically.
We believe students in the stand should have fun,
but not take the focus away from the game. We believe coaches should act as teachers,
helping student athletes develop while still keeping high school sports in perspective.
We believe that parents should always be positive role models
and be supportive of their child's decisions.
We believe officials commit their own time to high school sports.
And respect should always be shown and given to them.
The most important goal for student athletes is to enjoy high school sports
while maintaining a high level of respect for all those involved in the games.
Enjoy the game.
In for Baccarat, and that goes in! Hugo Baccarat gives Flint City a 3-2. Buckley, all the ball falls to Buckley. One-on-one with Etheridge. What a save!
Welcome into the first ever MSN All-State Media Day for girls soccer. Jonathan Turner alongside Dan Stickrat.
Ball comes in, a good head! 1-0! Shot, another save from Etheridge! Rebound, and it goes in the Effectively today here on the Michigan Soccer Network, we are launching our new division of player recruitment videos. Mario Canoe now finds Stock. Stock's got a left-footed banger. He shoots it! It's in! The Red Hawks equalize!
Welcome back, everybody, to the Michigan Soccer Network, or if you're also watching on Caffeine TV, we welcome you to the score at halftime. Yes, this is halftime. 5-3, Futsal Factory over Inter Detroit after 45 minutes of absolute mayhem and madness here at Waterford Mott. Giovanni Mosher here with Dan Stickrat. And Dan, break it down for me. What do we just see?
Well, we've seen 15 total shots in this game. 11 on frame, 3 corner kicks, and a combined 8 goals. Now, Futsal Factory is based out of Dexter, Michigan, just west of Ann Arbor, about a dozen miles. Dexter High School is the Dreadnoughts. And to be honest, the defense on both sides has been absolutely dreadful, as they have conceded up breakaway goals, not marking up on set pieces, players getting loose and wide open in the box. Again, you had that many goals over the course of one half of action. And we'll see if the coaching staffs on either side have made any defensive adjustments, trying to tighten the grip on the scoring chances. And Inter Detroit, the homestanding side, down 5-3 to the visitors from Futsal Factory.
Yeah, but with those defensive adjustments, all the goals came basically many different ways. So with that, it's not like a single theme. I mean, there are some themes, of course, in the scoring, but like they all came in very different ways. So there'll be a lot of adjustments to make at halftime. Inter Detroit in the gray kits today. Futsal Factory in the blue. Looking at a potential breakaway, pass it off to the teammate towards the far touchline.
In the first 5 minutes, Giovanni is crucial, especially for Inter Detroit. They're down 5-3. If they can score and make it 5-4, they're back in this contest. On the other side, Futsal Factory has had 6 shots on goal and 5 on frame. So if they continue to get chances, thread the needle with great passes, get some restarts, and they can get another goal, that widens the gap back up to three goals. They've been up 3 goals twice in this contest, including 3-0 in the first 9.5 minutes of the first half. So Futsal Factory is yet to trail in this game. Inter Detroit's been on their heels. They conceded a goal in the first minute 20 of the game to the visitors.
That one will go out of bounds. It'll be a Detroit throw and scoring now to the right side. Backing it up to the center line, trying to get some breathing room. It'll return to the nearby track. On that opposite side, the silver will keep it.
Futsal Factory has 5 different goal scorers on the night, but their leading point getter is Lucas Yassian. He has a goal and 2 assists on the evening to help his team out to that 5-3 halftime advantage.
The crossing kick over. Stays with Detroit. They're looking to put some moves on and get that offense going. Picking their spot, though. Don't want to waste an opportunity. Feeding over to the side. Crossing on the turf before it is knocked out. It'll be now a corner kick in the nearby corner for Detroit. And they'll be going a long way to fetch it.
This will be the 3rd corner of the match. First of the second half for Inter Detroit. And these are the types of set pieces you can hope to at least get a shot opportunity out of.
With Gabe Balin taking it.
Oakland University product sends it out way wide of the goal.
To at least reset the offensive possession. Pass. And no one to be found.
Another missed opportunity. He sent that corner kick well outside the box. You got both teams putting most of their players in the box. Knock it in there. See if you can get a shot, a deflection, Sutton off the post, a deflection off a goalkeeper, deflection off a defender, anything that could result in a goal.
You just got to give yourself that opportunity there. You made it all the way there distance-wise. But you got to make sure you can at least get a shot attempt instead of a pass to the back line.
You know, we watched that game earlier today with the Michigan Stars when they defeated Livonia City SC. Vincent Voltaggio from the Michigan Stars had a free kick dead on center from 23 yards out. He ripped it into the wall, deflected into the corner of the goal. Livonia City FC just did not have a chance on that. But I bring that up because I watch all levels of soccer, you know, high school and club, MLS Next Academy, East Chanel, all these amateur and semi-pro teams. And it's puzzling that the level of soccer overall is become better and better each passing decade, but for some reason it's just disappointing to see teams. They practice 300 days a year and they play so many games with so many teams, yet they struggle on set pieces.
It's something that you can more or less easily rehearse and repeat. You would imagine that skill would increase. You're right.
I mean, the level of play, the way they knock the ball around as compared to when I played in the late 1980s, it's night and day. It's just better. But in terms of, you know, getting scoring chances off set pieces or defending set pieces, it's sometimes puzzling the way teams perform in that, you know, part of a soccer match.
Zach Townsend was looking to bring it up there, got tangled before it got tangled up.
So a dangerous free kick opportunity coming up for Inter Detroit about 27 yards out in front of the goal. They misfired on a corner kick a few minutes ago. Now they have another chance to claw back into this game. We're in the 51st minute. Futsal Factory has a 5-3 advantage, but Inter Detroit trying to climb their way back into this contest. And what better than a set piece not too far outside of the penalty box to try to net another goal.
Gabe Balin looking to be taking it. He does. Fires just over the crossbar. Looking for that one directly. Sailed it just a bit too high.
Okay, Balon, Oak University product, struggling in that department. He misfired on a corner kick. Now he misfires on a free kick outside the box. And again, when you have those opportunities, you never know how many you're going to get throughout the course of a game. You have to try to put something on frame.
And with that one sailing over, sends the keeper on a wild goose chase to go and get it. But Kerry Wixom making his way back to the field with it.
Kerry Wixom, an all-state goalkeeper in high school, helped Ann Arbor Skyline win the 2019 Division I state championship just 5 years ago. I believe he is now out of college.
Detroit right now continuing that offensive possession here. They've been down here in the attacking third for a little while now, but just looking for that clean opportunity there.
Ball went out right by the flag. Let's see if they call this a throw-in or a corner kick.
It looks like it'll be another corner kick.
Corner kick it is.
Detroit number 20 taking this one. He winds up. Launches it. Good placement. Looking for it. Could not find it. It'll be bobbled around. Another shot interrupted for the defense.
The ball goes out of bounds. Looks like it should be another corner kick. Gabe Balon's shot was deflected out of bounds.
Number 20, Adrian Monetro on that corner kick there. Before. And a soft touch off that corner for Detroit. Looking to weave through, dribbling through defenders. They find another silver jersey. Tap it out over the top of the box. Just looking for a clean shot there. Too much traffic. And the Factory will send it over to the center line before Detroit recovers. We have a player down for Detroit.
A little delayed whistle on that play, but referee quick to issue the yellow card. Number 19 for Futsal Factory.
And number 10, Diego Bajaras with one, was the one on the ground earlier. That one making its way close to the net before the keeper able to scoop it back up. Wicks him on it.
Here, hold on a minute.
A little stoppage of play here. Keeper Wixom. He'll launch that one towards center. And Detroit looking to continue another possession there. It's scrambling for possession. That one will go into open space. This one volleyballing back and forth. Across the center line, looking for open space here. It's getting crowded. Detroit keeps it moving. They'll send it over to the center before the defense got there in time. Great positioning on the pass there, but Factory there in time.
Detroit earning yet another corner kick. Third of the half, fifth of the game. So far for the hosts here at Waterford Mott.
These valuable set pieces there. Detroit has to cash in on them in order to cut into the 5-3 goal deficit. Balin for the corner. He sets up. He launches it. Looking for the header. Couldn't get there in time. Townsend with it still. Looking for open space. A ricochet. Looking still for Detroit.
Offside flag goes up again. So Detroit playing much more aggressive here in the second half. 4-0 on shots, but yet nothing on frame as they're trying to find a way to get back into this contest. Being down 5-3. For those of you just joining us here in the Michigan Soccer Network, FUTSAL Factory scored 3 times and 3 shots in the first 9.5 minutes to take control of this game. They have not trailed. They lead at the 56-15 mark. They lead 5-3 over Detroit here at Waterford Mott High School.
Goalkeeper drop kicking that one.
Feel free to like and share us on our YouTube channel for the Michigan Soccer Network, as well as on our social media platforms.
Detroit in the box here, close quarters, pass intercepted. Still in traffic. Factory looking to spread it out.
Feel free to comment on our thread on our YouTube channel as well throughout the course of this match, or in any of our broadcasts that we've put up there in the last 3 years.
In the next few minutes of this broadcast, brought to you by the Michigan Goalkeeper Academy. Some contact will interrupt the action on the field. Michigan Goalkeepers Academy, take your goalkeeping to the next level and register for the Michigan Goalkeepers Academy camps this summer by visiting migoalkeeperacademy.com today. Over in the center, a breakaway for the Factory. Detroit being able to get there in time. A lot of those breakaways on the left wing been dangerous in this game so far, but Detroit able to put out that fire quickly. Factory in the near touchline throw in. Weaving through traffic, crossing pass, can't find anyone but a gray jersey. That'll be sent over into open space in a foot race. Couldn't make it there in time.
Detroit's done a much better job in the defensive third of the field. You have to concede a single shot here in the second half, but still unable to dent into that 5-3 hole. So we are now in the 59th minute of action. This is the Midwest Premier League season opener for both teams. Homestanding Inter Detroit and the Dexter, Michigan-based FUTSAL factory, which leads 5-3 here in the second half. We are the Michigan Soccer Network, your hub for all things soccer across the beautiful state of Michigan. That is the man on the mic. To my right, Giovanni Moscheri. And I am MSN News Director Dan Stickrad. Glad to be part of this doubleheader here, Midwest Premier League opening weekend across the Midwest. Many teams in different divisions of the conference. I believe it spreads over 7 different states. Seeing their first conference action here.
It's been an exciting start to the season so far, Dan.
We've had the pleasure to see a lot of goals scored here in this doubleheader.
Yeah, no kidding.
We talked about earlier in the broadcast, the Michigan Stars put up a 4-spot in a 4-0 victory over the Livonia City SC. That game was out in Washington Township, Michigan, about 45 minutes away earlier this afternoon, and we're at Waterford Mott High School, Waterford, Michigan, here for the nightcap.
And Detroit in close quarters there. They'll send the pass over, and the final touch finds the back of the net. And Detroit gets within 1. I knew the scoring wasn't done just yet, Dan.
So fifth shot attempt of the second half for Inter Detroit. First one on frame finds the back of the net.
Inter Detroit goal scored by number 20, Silas Rustin, his first of the night.
So Silas Rustin getting the goal off a Gabe Balon assist. 9th goal of this contest. This is a wild affair. And this pretty much brings Inter Detroit back into the match. They have trailed by 3 goals twice in this game, 3-0 in the first 9.5 minutes. At one point, they were down 5-2 in the second half. Another yellow card issued to Inter Detroit. Not sure.
Could it perhaps have been for
what exactly happened there?
Could it perhaps be for some sort of celebration after the goal, or misconduct in that sense?
So maybe excessive celebration. Silas Rustin got that 4th goal for Inter Detroit. 61st minute of action.
The Premier Sports Center is a new 60,000 square foot indoor sports facility, the only one of its kind in Macomb County. We offer large regulation game fields that are the same size as the outdoor ones. No need to compromise space for your games. Learn more at playpremier.com.
12 shots on frame in this Midwest Premier League match, and we have seen a combined 9 goals from these two sides.
And the action does not look to be letting up anytime soon as Detroit in the attacking third still. And a shot attempt there. Great defensive stop for the factory. Detroit still rolling, crossing over. Defensive header, letting it fly across the other side of the field. But Detroit, are they done yet? No, they're not. Trying to center it. Outnumbered on defense. And the factory in pursuit. A great stop there to keep possession. Looking to pass to their teammate. Outnumbered by silver jerseys.
Great recovering.
And great dribbling to get through the defense on their way up. In the attacking third, Detroit keeps going. Keeping it in play.
FUTSAL Factory had numbers on that attack. Inter Detroit did a great job recovering. Several defenders got back into the play, able to nullify that chance, which set up a quick counterattack. And then a foul against Inter Detroit.
A free kick awarded to the factory.
Giovanni, I can't tell you the last time I went to a soccer game at any level and seen 9 goals scored. It that we still have 27 minutes of action.
I mean, we got plenty of soccer to go.
Plus stoppage time to go. And the way things are going, we may have not seen all the fireworks as of yet. Detroit was down 5-3 at the half. They just scored a few minutes ago to make it 5-4. Have yet to concede a shot by Futsal Factory, who has a 5-4 advantage, but the adjustments have been made by Detroit. They've climbed this way back in the game.
Crossing over, and the equalizer passes through. The continued pressure from Inter Detroit, the resilience to go down 3 goals numerous times and have now tied the match at 5.
Inter Detroit goal, his second of the night, scored by number 20, Silas Rustin. Assist is credited to number 10, Diego Bajares.
An absolute stunner, Dan. We're tying at 5.
Tied at 5. For a team that was down 3-0, they were down 5-2. They have found the will to come back into this game. 2 goals here in less than 5-minute period of the second half to tie it up. And defensively, they have not allowed Futsal Factory even a single shot attempt here in the second half. Talk about digging deep to find resiliency to come back, and they have done so. And they have still time to try to get a go-ahead goal here as we're down to about 24 and change in terms of time on the clock.
Yeah, and the mentality to be able to, it's just, I'm astonished and impressed by the fortitude for Inter Detroit. It was a deep hole. It did not look good after 15 minutes, essentially. Many would consider the game being over, but Detroit able to dig deep, like you were saying, Dan, to now equalize it and make it now anyone's match.
And Silas Rustin was subbed into the game here in the second half. 2 shots unframed, 2 he tucked back in the net to tie this match. So the adjustments had clearly been made by Inter Detroit. Made several lineup changes here in the second half. Kind of bolstered their offensive attack. Able to score 2 goals here to tie this game at 5. And Futsal Factory starting to reel a little bit. They were a dominant team in terms of finishing, and they have yet to create a chance here in the second half.
Halftime adjustments for Inter Detroit. Whatever speech was given at halftime, I want to hear it. I could use it myself.
All intents and purposes, this is a 0-0 game. You know, there's 10 goals already scored.
And you might as well, you could erase that one in front of the 10.
Start all over, and then now we'll see who gut check time for both sides. Who has more left in the tank to create some more opportunities, and see if anyone can find enough to get a go-ahead goal and maintain a lead.
Finding the open field for Detroit. Will take out the middle. Contact from behind will knock Detroit down.
40 yards in front of the goal and the free kicks. So those of you joining our YouTube channel here on the Michigan Soccer Network, you look up at that scoreboard and the scoreboard on the north side of the field, you're reading it correctly. We're at a 5-5 stalemate here in the 68th minute. Both teams almost scoring at will, it seems like, at times of this match.
That's right, no typo on the score. And Detroit with a nearby opportunity. Could they make it a lead? Just a little too far out of reach of any gray jersey. And we'll send it over to the back fence around the track.
They push Zach Townsend up from center back into the attack. Just ran out of real estate trying to get a foot on that free kick that was sent over the wall into the box. Inter Detroit, great second half effort to get back into this game. They netted it at 5. 2 goals from Silas Rustin to tie the game. Rustin came off the bench, scored 2 straight goals. In about 5.5 minutes of time.
And for a legendary game, Legend Motors is here. For hundreds of cars to choose from at Legend Motors, they have 3 locations to serve you in Ferndale, Waterford, and in Detroit. Visit legendmotors.com today.
We had a chance to conduct a live broadcast at the Waterford location of Legend Motors, just a few miles away here to the southeast of where we're at right now, Waterford, Mott. They've got a ton of used cars. Even had a Tesla pull up that was for sale. I can't imagine that's going to stay on a lot very long.
But if it is, let me know.
I've already told a few friends that. They said the same thing. Oh, really? Let me know. But yeah, visit one of their locations, Legend Motors. We had a chance to talk to some of their staff members. Great crew of people. Proud to have them as one of our network sponsors on our YouTube channel. Some of our shows, on some of our stories on the website. Legend Motors, part of 23 different companies we have advertising with the Michigan Soccer Network.
Detroit with it now, another offensive, another attacking third they find themselves in, weaving around, looking for an opportunity. Too much traffic, so they'll cross it over. With a little momentum, a shift, looking for the left side.
Points to the penalty spot. A takedown inside the box.
This is big.
So Inter Detroit down 3-0 in the first 9.5 minutes of the game. Actually has an opportunity to go up 6-5 here. So we're now in the 71st minute with a penalty shot. Inter Detroit player was tripped up in the box as he was attempting the shot.
And it'll be number 8, Gabe Balin, to take it. This could be huge.
Balin misfired a couple of restarts earlier. Now a shot of redemption.
And he gets the lead for Inter Detroit.
Scored by number 8, his second of the night, Gabe Balin.
The Golden Grizzly finds 2, and wouldn't you know it, Inter Detroit finds the lead for the first time, 6-5 in the 72nd minute.
It's been all Inter Detroit here in the second half. 8 shots, 3 on frame, 3 in the back of the net. FUTSAL Factory, which had that 5-3 advantage to the half, yet to attempt a single shot or even gain a corner kick in the second half. So the team that was reeling in the beginning of this game, Inter Detroit, was down 3-0. They're the team that's in the lead now, 6-5. So we're now in the 72nd minute. We have seen a bizarre 11 goals in this match. Giovanni, I haven't seen this in a long time in the game of soccer at any level.
And the Factory with an attempt, they're looking to equalize it themselves, crowded by Greg Kitts. And that'll send it out.
I made a joke late in the first half after Inter Detroit cut the deficit down to 5-3. I said, who's going to win this match? First team to 8? First team to 10? Well, at the rate we're going, it's a 6-5 match. That's very possible.
Don't rule it out just yet. A juggle of headers before it reaches the turf. Factory backing it up, looking to keep control. Looking for open turf.
So Gabe Balin, Oakland University product, putting his homestanding Inter Detroit up 6-5 in what you would consider an amazing comeback. They were down 3-0 early. They were down 5-2 late in the first half. They were able to get a tally just before the stoppage time of the first half, and then they have come out with 3 goals here in the second half. And defensively, Giovanni, they have not conceded a single shot attempt by the FUTSAL Factory here in the second half. So you talk about making adjustments, not giving up, digging deep, facing adversity, trying to find the will to get back in the game, and Inter Detroit has done just that.
Yeah, the Detroit coaching staff deserving all the praise in the world right now, regardless of how the game ends. To bring it to this point in the 74th minute is absolutely an accomplishment. And a free kick awarded through contact near the center line. Detroit will elect to keep it close and keep it comfortable.
Detroit was down 3-0 those first 10 minutes, and Giovanni, they could have just packed it in at that point. They could have given up, started fouling, getting cards, you know, having players sent to the bench, whatever the case is. But no, they've kept plugging away.
And plugging away. Detroit again, and a shot. Keeper in the right position. Wixom taking every bit of that shot.
FUTSAL factory substitution 5. Marlon DeFreitas checks back into the game.
11 goals in this match, and I wouldn't really blame the goalkeepers in this game either. These are two collegiate goalkeepers. They are both all-state in high school, played for very good club teams. I believe Kerry Wixom played for the Michigan Tigers, and Robert Wright played for Liverpool FC. But the defensive has not been sharp from either side tonight, conceding all of these goals and scoring chances throughout this match.
Yeah, teams have agreed it'll be a shootout today.
And the scary thing is when they have their next match, maybe either of these teams could even buy a goal. Another yellow card issued to Inter Detroit.
Slide tackle in front of the referee's eyes. He's going to see it.
The referee didn't. Andre Billos with the yellow card. The referee saw that, did not hesitate to introduce Mr. Billos to Mr. Yellow.
And the Factory getting a free kick as a result. And for all the praise Inter Detroit has been receiving for this half and then being able to get back into this game here, it is still a one-goal game here. And Factory, from that first half, showing all the ability in the world to be able to score at least one more to end this in a draw. But Detroit weaving through, dribbling through, a shot clean, and on the inside of the left post, just staying outside.
That was inches away from going into the goal. Great individual effort going right down the center of the park, being defender and defender, getting inside the box, slipping one into the far post, but just an inch or two off.
Taking it coast to coast. Coming so close. Will remain 6-5 your score.
Inter Detroit with a 10-0 shots advantage in the second half. An incredible comeback by the homestanding side here at Waterford Mott High School. The man of the match is our voice to my right, Mr. Giovanni Mosheri. I am your pesky statistician, color analyst, Dan Stickrad. We're glad to be part of this doubleheader Midwest Premier League extravaganza. We were out at Washington Township earlier today. Michigan Stars open up their Midwest Premier League season. 4-0 victors over Livonia City FC. And now we're in about as wild as fair as you can expect.
The Factory lining up a shot, crossing pass. No one home, but they maintain. They stay on the attack. Can't get any room to cross it over. That one going past the back line.
Collision in the box after the play.
Right on the football end zone. Getting up under his own power. As we resume play with a goal kick from Inter Detroit. They'll send that one deep. Looking to keep possession of it. For now they do. It's a race to the wing. Outnumbered, the Factory gets to it to neutralize the attack. A little tussle on the football 40-yard line. It'll be a free kick now for the Factory.
Beautiful night here at Water Vermont. Temperatures dropped slightly, but last week we were out here for an amateur cup contest, and there's a swirling wind at 25, 30 miles an hour. It did have effect on the game at points. Today feels like just a beautiful spring evening. Just a lot of rain clouds in the area, but it sprinkled around 5 o'clock this afternoon on the way out here to Water Vermont, but we have yet to see any raindrops during this contest.
The factory on the far touchline looking to keep their possession amongst great kid attacks. They're pursuing on the far side. A whistle blown player down on the far touchline for Detroit, helped up by the referee. It's Gabe Balin. He'll be substituted out after scoring 2 goals today. And the next 5 minutes of this broadcast brought to you by FC Barcelona Camp. The FC Barcelona Soccer Camp coming this June 10th through the 14th. Barca is coming to Legacy Sports Center in Brighton, Michigan.
On our comment board, Angelo Grillo asks, are we able to watch these games live? The answer is absolutely. Go to the Michigan Soccer Network's YouTube channel. There you can find both of today's matches, and along with, as our broadcast director Jonathan Turner always says, close to 1,000 games in the last 3 years.
And if it ever becomes a case where the live timing doesn't work out for you, well, luckily we have them all up on our YouTube channel. You can go and watch through, find your favorite parts, or stick around for the highlights to be released after each game. This game's full highlights will be available tomorrow morning on the Michigan Soccer Network YouTube channel. Another reason to subscribe and follow us wherever you can.
Now in the 82nd minute of play of this, I keep using the phrase wild affair, but what else would you call it in a 6-5 matchup where the team that holds the advantage right now was down 3-0 in the first 9.5 minutes of the game? Inter Detroit Futsal Factory combining for 11 goals in this match. It's been an absolute offensive juggernaut from both sides.
There's a feed one-on-one. There's a shot just to the outside of the right post.
Second time here in the second half, Inter Detroit has clanked one off of both the left and right goal post. So they're looking to extend their lead. They were down 3-0. They were down 5-2 late in the first half, made it 5-3 just before the half. They have come out here with 11-0 shots advantage in the second half, 4-0 on frame, 3-0 on corners. Able to convert 3 times in the second half to take the lead at 6-5. That go-ahead goal came on a courtesy of a Gabe Balin, penalty kick in the 71st minute.
That defensive blast.
Finish strong, guys. Finish strong. Let's go, Blue.
And the keeper retrieving that one. Bringing up for a goal kick for the Factory.
Sorry about that. 30-second delay, a little small technical difficulty in terms of our audio.
Deep shot over to the center will be right back. The Factory looking to reset position here. Blast over to the center circle. Factory looking for open space here with the aggressive Inter Detroit. Not making it easy, but that aggression will award them a free kick.
All Inter Detroit here in the second half as well. Down 3 goals twice in the first half. They will come back, tie this game in the second half, go ahead in the 71st minute. FUTSAL Factory, which had a 3-0 advantage in the first 10 minutes of play, has been reeling, yet to take a single shot in the second half as they now trail 6-5 in this wild affair.
Detroit able to deflect it with a header, putting it in position for their own teammate. That one will roll out of bounds.
That was almost like a tackle in football. No card issued on that play, but
the Factory looking to continue it. Couldn't find a passing lane as Detroit will feed it over to the far wing, or at least attempt to do so.
The Factory was great at producing, pumping out shot after shot, goal after goal in the first half. They have been silenced during this shift of the second half. Strange outing indeed.
It's a mad match at Mott. Detroit weaving through the defense, dribbling through, quickly outnumbered, stays with the gray. Crossing pass over, deflected. But they're still fighting for it in the box. Reinforcements come. There's a long shot from far, far away, sailing over the top of the crossbar.
That was definitely a shot from distance, and you're right. That shot was 40-some yards in front of the goal. Truly from a galaxy far, far away on that shot, but well over the goal post. And at one point of this match, FUTSAL Factory was in complete and total control, up 3-0 and 5-2 in the first half. But they have been actually completely dominated and outplayed here in the second half as Inter Detroit clawed their way back into this game. They tied it in the 65th minute, went ahead 6-5 in the 71st minute, of courtesy of a Gabe Balon penalty kick goal.
But it seems strange. It seems like genuinely from, not even from half to half, but it seems like two separate games.
Completely. I mean, they were down 3-0, and it was like 9:20 into the contest before Inter Detroit was able to set down. I mean, not only did the FUTSAL Factory score 3 goals early, they scored on the first 3 shots of the game from either side.
And Detroit looking for it again, crossing over, top of the arc, no one there, or rather in the box. It'll roll out. Factory looking to depressurize here. The throw-in on their close touch line.
We are now in the 87th minute, 87 minute plus stoppage time at the end here. We only had a couple minutes of stoppage time in the first half. It has been an offensive explosion in terms of goals. 6-5 in favor of Inter Detroit. We're down on the last few minutes of the game.
Detroit struggling to get rid, or struggling to let go of the ball, no matter how much resistance a Factory applies. Smooth move to get to the center. There's the shot. Potentially ricocheted, but Wixom there to snatch it on the second attempt. Build and perfect your skills and elevate your game to the next level. Book your session today at evolutionperformancetraining.com or call 248-795-5291.
So we wind down the last few minutes of this doubleheader, and we could talk about our furious leader, Jonathan Turner, taking a 4-day holiday weekend. Not with us this evening, but he will be back into the fold. I know we have a high school game coming up this Tuesday, rivalry match, Oakland Activities Association Red Division, Troy versus Troy Athens. You got to love those rivalry games at the high school level. Huge crowds, student sections, all decked out in various themes and gear of their schools. But in terms of semi-pro and amateur soccer, the next month or two, we are going to be out and about at literally dozens of games across the state of Michigan. Glad to be part as a broadcast partner with many different clubs and associations. The Michigan Soccer Network, 3rd year of existence. We are the hub of all things soccer across the state of Michigan as we are now in the 89th minute of this Midwest Premier League opener.
It'll be a far side throw in for Detroit. They'll toss that one far upfield as it juggles back and forth to see who gets possession. Detroit will keep it. And with momentum and speed.
Counterattack opportunity here for Inter Detroit.
There's a shot attempt. Faked it over to the right side. Maintains possession. It's going to have to reset here. Thought about shooting it. Deciding to back it up once the factory defense repopulated. Feeding it over in the right wing, in traffic. Close quarters, able to squeak by. Crossing over and in for number 7. For Inter Detroit, what looked like a crossing pass had enough depth to hit the inside of the left post and knock in for the 7th goal for Inter Detroit.
90th minute. As part of this improbable comeback by Inter Detroit.
Inter Detroit goal scored by number 11, Irvin Castro.
Irvin Castro getting in on the action for Detroit as well.
Inter Detroit down 3-0 to start this match, 9.5 minutes, and now in stoppage time of the second half are up 7-5. I don't know if resiliency is the word for it. This team has not given up. They have dug deep. They have found ways to claw back into this game. They were down by 3 goals on 2 opportunities. Or 2 times in the first half, 3-0 and 5-2. They were able to come back to 5-3 at the half. They scored twice early in the second half to tie the game, then have scored the go-ahead and an insurance tally here late.
It'll be a corner kick now for the factory. Arms up, kick is off. Looking for the header, can't find it. Detroit will kick it out. K&E Electric. Please stop by one of our 5 locations in southeastern Michigan for all your electric product needs. Detroit back, looking to get into that attacking third. Up now 2 goals in stoppage time.
I have to imagine in their film sessions this week, both coaching staffs and head coaches are going to be calling this a head scratcher. Trying to think about what we did wrong in terms of defensive lineups.
And sure, there's going to be a lot of examples of film to dissect.
I mean, you start with there. I mean, how often, maybe in recreational soccer, you might see a 7-5 game, but this is amateur soccer, semi-pro. These are college players. These are all kids that grew up and played for very good clubs. They played for very good high schools. Well coached, but in this game, the defenses decided to take a holiday. Maybe they're with our broadcast director, John Turner, somewhere down south.
Just be sure to bring back the defense when you come back, John.
Because the defenses definitely did not show up in this match. It's been a strange one, bizarre. As the referee starts to look at his watch, we are about 2 minutes in the stoppage time of this 7-5 roller coaster ride, to say the least. Inter Detroit has that 2-goal cushion and is looking to rebound from a 3-0 setback last week in the Amateur Cup. This is the Midwest Premier League opener for both teams. This is the opening weekend of the league. 30-something programs around, I believe, 7 Midwestern states suiting up in 2024.
The factory looking to get potentially one last crack at it in the left wing. Looking to make a move.
JP Asemacher down in the corner. Still a high school senior for Dexter High School. All-state second team this past fall for the Dreadnoughts. His chance was denied. So the referee continues to look at his watch. We're down in the, looks like the waning seconds here of this Midwest Premier League opener.
Throw in for the factory. In their attacking third, looking to weave their way through a big kick A big shot looking to curve that one in. Unfortunately, goes over the crossbar. And with the waning seconds of the game, I'm sure it was now or never in the mind of the shooter.
A little bit too late for FUTSAL Factory. They've only had 2 shots in the second half. Neither of them on frame, but they both came in stoppage time. So the referee continues to keep looking at his watch. Midwest Premier League opener. We are the Michigan Soccer Network. We have called 2 games today, and this one has been an absolute offensive onslaught, so to speak. 7-5 in favor of Inter Detroit. Looks like that's all she wrote today, Giovanni.
There's been a lot of writing. It's been a lot of writing today, a lot of scoring, and a lot of fun. Dan Stickrat, it's been a fantastic game, and that's where we will end it with a final score of an astonishing and an absolute thrilling 7-5. Inter Detroit comes back from the depths of despair to get a win to start their home opener here at Waterford Mott High School in the Midwestern Premier League.
Yeah. Strange beginning. 3-0 hole, 5-2 late in the first half. They found a way to claw their way back into this game. They come away with a 7-5 conference victory. Inter Detroit is now 1-1 on the season. They did lose an amateur cup game last weekend against Michigan Stars. That game does not count towards the conference schedule. Now, one of the best teams in the Midwest Premier League the last couple years, they open up their conference schedule with a 7-5 victory to go to 1-0. This was an overall season opener and league opener for FUTSAL Factory as they slipped to 0-1-0 on the season.
And that will close it out for our doubleheader today. It's been a whole lot of soccer. Giovanni Moschieri along with Dan Stickrat, Ryan Gagnon, our producer, all for today. We appreciate your viewership. Be sure to subscribe and follow Michigan Soccer Network wherever you find us, and we'll see you with plenty more soccer, not only this week, but in the coming weeks and months. Thank you, everybody. Have a great night, and we'll see you soon.
Granite City Food and Brewery has